let's break something down real quick. In the other video I dropped on Patreon, right? I said that if you looking for a wife, man, if you looking for that wifey, you better grab her quick. Grab her while she young. Mold her before she go through that whole phase. This is why dealing with women is just such a thing. It's such a thing that you gotta have red pill with women. You have to understand female nature. You gotta understand hypergamy. You gotta understand how to stay in masculine frame. It's so many things that go with dealing with a woman like that. Maintaining a woman. I don't care what you guys say. If you're looking for a serious relationship with a woman, you're gonna go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've said this before in plenty of videos. All it is really a cycle. It's a cycle. Sometimes she gonna want to be a hoe. Other times she gonna want to be wifed up. Hoe, wifed up. Sometimes, most of the time actually with females nowadays, they're not going to settle on just one. Okay, so sometimes you'll find one that goes through that whole phase and they just done with it. They're like, you know what? I'm not going back. I'm not turning back. A lot of females nowadays go through their whole phase, get married because they get tired of that shit, stay married for a period of time, and they're like, fuck it, I'm bored. I want to go back to being a thot. Happens. This is the same situation that happened with Megan Fox. This is the chick from Transformers. If y'all remember Transformers with Shia LaBeouf back in the day, or back in the day for me, I guess it's like 10, 11 years ago, whatever. If y'all remember Transformers, all right, Megan Fox. Now, when I seen her, I'm like, yo, she probably give, great throat game. That's what I was thinking. I'm not looking at her as a wife. I'm looking at her for sexual favors. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. A lot of guys get with females like this, get with females that project that kind of sexual energy, and they want to wife them. But they're not wifey material. This nigga she was married to, her husband, this man Brian Austin, whatever the fuck, married for 10 years. They had 3 kids together. Y'all know what kind of rapport that is? Y'all know what kind of chemistry that is? And guess what? She got bored. All right, now you take a look at this shit. Who the fuck do you think? Tell me who the fuck you think is more excited to be wherever the fuck they at. Now look at this shit. Let me show you something else. Hold up. Now look at this picture. This nigga don't look clingy to you? Now obviously, y'all, that ain't the whole dynamic of the relationship. But like, this is what it is. Like when you with a female so long, you know what I'm saying? You have to stay on your P's and Q's. You got to stay on your P's and Q's. You can't slip up. And I'm not saying to be like, oh, stress out all the time. Am I masculine enough? Am I still getting the pussy wet? You really have to not be having her at the forefront of your mind all the damn time. Some of these guys is overdosing on red pill with women and trying to treat them like shit. Some guys is underestimating it. And like, oh, what's wrong with getting her flowers? What's wrong with kissing her feet? What's wrong with rubbing her, giving her a massage every night? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? Those guys, they gonna end up like this dude. Have kids together, be all clingy and shit. This man's party message with Megan Fox, after figuring out that she cheated on him with MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, and I'm gonna explain why she did that in a second, but his parting, notation on that, when asked about it, I will always love her. Not, some other shit or ignored it. His 2 cents was, I will always love her. Now, if you ask me, that just explains so much more about the relationship. She was obviously the one that was getting chased by him. He was chasing. Now, at first, I'm telling you, when they got married, he was probably that dude. She probably looked at him like, yo, this is the guy I want to be with. This is the guy I want to get married with. He's everything. But somewhere down the line, this nigga got weak. They started having kids. You know what I'm saying? He started getting soft. He started getting weak. He got comfortable. He let the masculine frame go. He stopped being focused. He stopped, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of things, not to say that that's particularly what happened. I don't know this nigga life like that. I don't give a fuck too much about these motherfuckers. What I'm saying is that's what happens to common guys. That's what happens to the common person in a common relationship. You get weak, you get soft. She stops looking at you like the man that she got with initially. That's why I say with most guys in relationships, when shit start going wrong, I get a consultation with someone, right? And they're like, yo, you know, it used to be like this. She used to be vying for my attention. I used to get head when I asked for it. I used to get head when I came back from work. She used to cook more. She used to do this. She used to do that. And things start trickling down and diffusing, right? Because the interest is going. That's because you getting weak. That's what happens to most guys. That's what happens with most relationships. And I tell them, yo, think back to the beginning. People know exactly what the hell is wrong sometimes, but they don't want to take the action. Okay, in the beginning, you was on point. In the beginning, you was on your grind. She wasn't number one in your life. And somehow, some way, you had her vying for your attention. That kept her in the right kind of energy that you wanted her to be in. And technically, that's what she wanted to be in. She finds you attractive because she's not your number one. That don't mean treat her like shit like some of these guys think. And that don't mean buy her flowers every fucking day like other guys think. It's all about balance. So somewhere down the line, Megan, you know what I'm saying, the wife, and this is what happens in this cycle of marriage or in a long-term relationship, somewhere down the fucking line, she got bored. These females get bored. Y'all think this shit a joke when that song say girls just want to have fun. It don't stop. It don't stop. Okay, marriage is their win point, not ours. Marriage is their win point. How many guys out here get fucking married, right? And all of a sudden they start complaining about, well, now I don't have any sex. Now she don't suck my dick no more. Now all I get is hand job. Like, what kind of bullshit is that, man? That's not our victory, man. That's not our move. That's not our play. That's the woman's play. I've overheard women talk to other women and or seeing my homeboys get married, right? And I see, you know, the girl, they be in there with the dresses and doing all that shit. I've overheard these women talking about like, oh, girl, you won. Oh, you proposed to you. Oh, you won that. Oh, you did your thing. These girls be congratulating each other when they get married, when they get a guy to propose to them. Because they know that as soon as they lock it down like that, for number one, a regular dude, every dude ain't Jeff Bezos, where he's okay with parting with $80 billion because he gonna make way more, or he's already got plenty of money. He don't give a fuck. Okay? Most guys is not trying to deal with that divorce court. Most guys is not trying to, that's the kryptonite right there. We not trying to deal with that. I'd rather try to solve this marriage, stay here and try to figure shit out, even though at some point it's not gonna be figured out, especially when a bitch cheating on you. Okay, you ain't coming back from that. You ain't trying to, you're not gonna want to try to fix that, but you ain't trying to deal with the financial burden of that divorce, and then the kids, and if you got them, that's even worse. So women know that once they lock somebody down like that, it's a wrap. So you got to be careful with that marriage shit. Let's get back on topic with these people. So I'm gonna tell you what I think went through Megan's mind and what probably goes through most women's minds nowadays today. They get tired of being a thought. I want to be locked down. They tell themselves that. They think that's what they want. That's only what they want in that moment of time. They get bored and then they cycle back to the phase. That's what happened with Megan. And I'm telling you, this nigga Machine Gun Kelly, I don't care how long it's been since that nigga dropped a damn hit. He did it for her. Okay, she must have came out to a concert or some shit, or he hit her up. I don't know how these rich ass people do it, but he did that for her, man. You know what I'm saying? She might have been partying with him and been like, damn, I missed this. What the fuck was I doing getting with this guy, staying with him for 10 years, having 3 kids? I fucking hate that life. I'm ready to be a hoe again. I can still be a hoe. I'm still attractive enough to go back to being a thought. Okay, that's what she wanted to do. If you out here looking for the marriage, realize what the fuck you getting into. Really realize what you get into. That's the situation this nigga was dealing with. That nigga Brian Austin, whatever the hell this nigga name was, he started simping. He got super duper weak. Machine Gun Kelly brought that excitement. These females always want to have fun. They always want to be treated a certain kind of way at a certain time. Sometimes they want to be held. Sometimes they want to be fucked. Sometimes they want the slow stroke. Sometimes they want to be pounded. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, guys, this is why I tell you, be versatile. Be able to do everything well just to be the best viable option you could be. In their head, they're like, yo, he's got all these things going for him. I don't think there's any way I could get bored. And you'll be good, man. As long as you stay on your P's and Q's. I still ain't fucking with no damn marriage, though. That's up to y'all niggas, alright? I'm sure this nigga Brian Austin learned a valuable lesson. MGK still out here doing his thing and slinging. And I guarantee you he's still gonna keep females on the side and do his thing with them, too. The marriage and shit that she done split up with that nigga for and lost 3 kids and whatever the fuck, that ain't got shit to do with MGK. MGK still out here got hoes on the side, I guarantee you. Because that nigga know how to play the game. He just enjoying his moment. So fellas, enjoy your moment. The marriage at this point, day and age, ain't our victory. That's not for us. That's for them. So while you out here, stay on your grind, stay focused, and sling dick.